The sun was setting over the desolate city, casting an eerie orange glow over the abandoned streets. The sound of moaning and shuffling could be heard in the distance, a constant reminder of the danger that lurked around every corner. Our group, consisting of 6 survivors, huddled together in an abandoned building. We had been on the run for weeks now, ever since the zombie apocalypse began. It was a virus, a parasite that had spread through the population, turning people into mindless, flesh-eating creatures. But what made this outbreak different was the fact that the parasite didn't need the zombie's body to survive. We had learned this the hard way, as we had encountered a zombie that had been torn apart, yet the parasite was still alive and able to jump to another body. It was a terrifying thought, knowing that even if we killed the zombies, the parasite could still survive and continue its rampage. But that wasn't the only thing that made this apocalypse unique. We had also discovered that the parasite could sew bodies together, creating grotesque and deadly creatures. We had seen these monstrosities, with multiple heads and limbs, roaming the streets. It was a reminder that we were no longer at the top of the food chain. Our leader, Marcus, had been the one to come up with the idea of staying in one place for a while. We had been constantly on the move, trying to find a safe place to settle, but it seemed that every place we found was already taken by other survivors, or infested with zombies. So here we were, in this abandoned building, with only a few supplies left. We had been lucky enough to find some canned food and bottled water, but it wouldn't last us long. We needed to find a way out of this city, but with the constant threat of zombies, and the possibility of encountering one of those stitched-together creatures, it was becoming harder and harder to come up with a plan. "We need to find a way out of here," Marcus said, his voice filled with determination. "We can't stay in one place forever." "But where do we go?" Sarah, one of the other survivors, asked. "Every direction we've gone, we've hit a dead end." "We need to be smarter about this," Marcus replied. "We need to find a way to lure the zombies away from here, create a distraction so we can make our escape." The rest of us nodded in agreement, knowing that Marcus was right. We needed to be strategic if we wanted to survive in this new world. As we discussed our plan, we suddenly heard a loud crash from outside. We all froze, our weapons at the ready. Slowly, we made our way to the broken window, peeking out to see what had caused the noise. What we saw sent shivers down our spines. It was one of those stitched-together creatures, a mass of flesh and limbs, tearing through the streets. And in its grasp was a group of survivors, screaming and struggling to break free. Without hesitation, Marcus gave the signal, and we all rushed out, weapons blazing. We had to save those survivors, they were our only hope of finding a way out of this city. It was a chaotic battle, the creature was strong and fast, but we managed to take it down. As we helped the survivors to their feet, we noticed that they were all covered in bite marks and scratches. "They're infected," Sarah whispered, her eyes filled with sadness. "We have to take them with us," Marcus declared. "We can't leave them behind." And so, we continued on our journey with our new group of survivors. It wasn't easy, as some of them succumbed to the infection and had to be put down. But we never gave up hope, knowing that we were all in this together. With the help of our new companions, we were able to come up with a plan to escape the city. It was risky, but it was our only chance. We would create a distraction by setting off explosives in one part of the city, while the rest of us made a run for it in the opposite direction. It was a tense and dangerous journey, but we made it out alive. As we left the city behind, we knew that the fight was far from over. The zombie apocalypse was still raging on, and the parasite was still out there, waiting to infect more victims. But we were survivors, and we would continue to fight, no matter what obstacles came our way. We were a family now, bonded together by the horrors we had faced, and we would do whatever it takes to stay alive in this new world. Yay, the end. Oh right, yeah, I have to do this stuff now. Like, comment and subscribe. And please watch my other videos and comment ideas on stories.